Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining today's Clues to the Q podcast, where we discuss the arts and sciences of queue management. Today, we're going to discuss improving the customer experience using virtual queuing and appointment scheduling. And I'm thrilled to have Customer Williams from National Commercial Bank in Jamaica, better known as NCB, to help shed some light on virtual queuing in the banking industry. Now, I'm Steve Covate. I serve as the Vice President of Sales here at Qtrac, and it is exciting to share some real insights from a customer using the Qtrac virtual queuing and appointment platform. Now, virtual queuing's been around a while, and it's most commonly used in government facilities, but it's a technology and a process that is rapidly becoming more prevalent in a variety of industries such as retail, healthcare, transportation, and of course, banking. And that's what we're going to bring the focus of today on. We're going to discuss today how virtual queuing can benefit the banking industry, and we're going to hear it from an actual customer, NCB. Now, NCB has a long and successful history. They're the largest financial group in Jamaica. They are the recipient of many awards, including the best retail bank in the Caribbean and the best banking group in Jamaica. So with that, thank you, Sharon, for joining today and sharing a little bit about virtual queuing at NCB.
Thank you, Steve.
Let's start out with letting the audience know, what is your primary role at NCB?
Hi, Steve. It's absolutely great being here with you today. So, I'm the head of group client experience here at NCB. And so, with that role, my focus is really on developing and implementing strategies to build a strong service culture throughout the organization. Also, ensuring that our policies and our processes are customer centric, and making sure that we measure and report on our clients' experience, regardless of where they choose to do business, via the branch, via the electronic channels, via our customer care center. So those are our key areas of focus.
Wow, that's wonderful. And you've got some key metrics there to achieve, which I know are not easy. So why did NCB first even think about virtual queuing and appointment scheduling to align with those goals?
Okay, so the key thing is that our digital agenda is a very important thing for us right now. And with that digital agenda, it's just important for us to understand what is driving our customers' behavior. Why are they going into the branches to do business? So what are some of those transactions that they're going into the branch to do business that we can actually move to our online channels? So that was one thing that we thought about, and we knew that the virtual queuing system could help us with that. And really just providing our customers with a greater level of convenience and an overall enhanced experience while they're transacting their business. Just a better management of our customer flow within our branches, which is so important to us, and garnering data to assist with improved branch management, and that includes like staffing decisions, any process improvements. So those are some of the factors which impacted our decision.
You mentioned customer experience, customer flow. These are big topics for the queuing experts over here at Qtrac. But
Yes.
how did virtual queuing, how would you say it changed the customer's experience?
Well, let me tell you, the first thing is that our customers absolutely appreciate the opportunity to better manage their time, because now they are making an appointment to do business based on their available time, not the time we want to give to them. And in a lot of instances, it has reduced the wait time of our customers generally in a lot of instances. And it just allows for easier monitoring of our customers who are waiting. And I love this part that it gives you an opportunity for a wow moment. So sometimes from the head office, I'll jump on a branch's system. I'll see a customer waiting. I'll just call the customer, talk to the customer, thank him or her for being there, for doing business with us. And they're always like shocked, how did you get my number? How is that you're calling me? And so that's always a nice wow moment. I love that.
Wonderful. It sounds wonderful for the customers. I tell prospects all the time, it's not just the customers, but it also helps the staff. Maybe shed a little bit of light from your vantage point how the staff benefited from virtual queuing.
Well, I think the key thing that I've heard from them, it really just helps them to better plan their interaction with a customer, because they know the customer who is coming, they know the transaction the customer is coming to do with them, and they can make sure that they have all the required tools to serve this customer and serve the customer well. And so they really, really appreciate that. But additionally, the data we get from the system has allowed some branches to benefit in that it's supporting when they say to us that we need additional support in the branch. We have the data from the system to say yes, based on the wait time for the customers at this location really needs maybe an additional body, maybe full-time, part-time, but it has helped in that way, and the staff appreciate that.
Wow, wonderful. So, like any large institution, I'm sure Qtrac wasn't the only platform that you considered when it came to virtual queue. Maybe let the audience know what were some of the reasons you selected Qtrac.
All right, so first of all, we got the sense that Qtrac really understood what we were trying to achieve as an organization. The features presented were perfectly aligned with our requirements. We looked at the track record and the experience of Qtrac, and we were pleased with that. And also, the price was competitive. Didn't hurt that the price was very competitive. So
Nice,
those factors helped in our selection.
nice. Oftentimes, organizations are concerned about implementing new technologies from perspectives including the workload involved and also the adoption of the technologies. Were these considerations also yours at NCB?
Most definitely, because at NCB, the thing is, we're not a complacent organization. We're always busy doing a host of things, really trying to keep ahead of the curve. And so those would have been some considerations for us as well. But what we did was ensure that we selected the right project manager. That was key for us, to ensure that we had the right person to really lead this process of implementation. And then we ensured that we had a cross section of team members working on this implementation. And so all the various units that would benefit from the implementation were a part of the process. So they owned it, yes, because they felt a part of it. And so that was really a good experience for us, having approached it in that way.
Well, being part of the implementation process, I thought it was very successful, but it's one thing to hear it from me. It'd be nice for our audience to hear it from an actual customer. Maybe instead of say it was a good experience, but were there any challenges or obstacles that you needed to overcome? And if so, how did you do it?
I can't say we had any major obstacles to overcome. I think with the proper planning that we did, it made the implementation process much easier for us. I think we really had a dedicated team that were willing to see this through, and they were willing to work on the project because they could see the benefit of it. They could see how it is that our customers would benefit. They could see how our team members would benefit. And so that made it an easy process for us to actually get through. So, every now and then we may have had challenge in terms of us coordinating times with our vendors and our team members. But, through it all, we made it work. We made it work.
Nice. And so now that you're live, maybe the audience would like to hear, has there been any customer feedback that you can share? Meaning your customers, what do they say about virtual queue?
All right, so the main thing from our customers is that they find it extremely convenient. They can make an appointment from the comfort of their home, wherever they are, and they appreciate again that they can better plan their time. So somebody has an appointment, if they need to leave the branch to go somewhere, do something, come back, they can do that. They can manage their time, and they really, really appreciate that. And they have said that to us. And they also appreciate the reminders that they receive. So there's a reminder that your appointment is coming up, a reminder that you're the next person to be served. They really appreciate that. And that's a difference for our customers. And so that's something that they have expressed to us.
Really nice. Well, what about the NCB branch staff? This is a new tool for them. what type of benefits would they say that they're seeing with the system?
Well, again, our team members and mainly the persons who are using it to serve our customers, they like that they can plan their day, and they can plan for the different customers that they'll be serving, the different types of transactions that they'll have to do. They appreciate that, and I think there's this pride that our organization has taken this step forward, and they like that they are a part of it, and they are a
Yeah.
part of ensuring the success of it. And so because it's new, they want to make sure that they're a part of it, so they're doing their best to make sure that it works and it gives us the benefits that we're expecting. So it has been good for them so far.
Wonderful. Out in the world, Sharon, there's people just like you in your role at other organizations that are considering virtual queuing for their organization. What
Mm-hmm.
advice might you tell that individual with your experience now with an implementation under your belt, getting the customer interaction, the staff, opinions? What would be some advice that you might give somebody else considering virtual queuing for their organization?
I would say, work with a company, first of all, that understands how to make the solution benefit your organization, such as Qtrac, and how it has benefited us at NCB. It's important also that you communicate effectively, continuously with your team members so they understand what is it that you're doing, what is the benefit that is expected for the customers, what's the benefits expected for them. Persons will speak about, what's in it for me. You have to sell that. Why should they be a part of this process? You have to get the right person to lead. So that project manager that you select, you must ensure that you're selecting the right person to really move this project along, and ensure that you have a dedicated team of persons to manage the implementation and the training of your team members, of your staff. Those are some of the things you definitely want to pay attention to.
Wonderful. Well, wow, audience, what a wonderful interview and share of information from an actual user in banking using virtual queue. I want to thank you, Sharon, so much for participating today. And I want to thank all of you for listening in to this podcast. Should you desire any more information on virtual queue for your organization, understand more of maybe some of the challenges and how to overcome them with virtual queue, please give us a call. We're happy to discuss that with you. This is our expertise, is queuing. We've been doing it for 43 years. We'd love to serve you. So thank you very much. Thank you, Sharon, and we'll see you on the next podcast of Clues to the Queue.
You're welcome.